in trouble. Oh my God.
Adult conversation.
Start talking to somebody. Everybody is not gonna connect with you. Just because you like somebody does not mean
They gonna like
that
you.
they gonna like you, and that's okay.
That was a statement there. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
But okay, everybody.
I like that right there. Tell me.
You feel me? I need your dick to be damn near as big as my thigh.
Listen, I don't give a goddamn what people say. Ain't nothing like a black man. A big old black man.
Like, you need that love in your life, because evidently you ain't never experienced that. But I'm not gonna stop being who I am because you used to fuck up. You know what? It's almost like mental edging, if you think about it.
Listen, because once we break, all I gotta do is pray that we don't break nothing in the house. Because baby, it's going down.
But never scripted. Every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Because baby, it's going down.
Every Thursday, okay?
I swear next week I'm gonna have to go through so much stuff to get like some more clips or whatever. Just from saying, baby, listen.
Listen, honey, listen.
I'm like, it's so much stuff that we be saying. Like, oh my God, it'd be funny.
Sure,
Welcome everybody.
welcome in. We back with another video. Make sure y'all do all the things. Like, make sure y'all comment as the show goes on. And please subscribe, and then share this thing out. Tell a friend to bring their ass on up in here. We got an interesting one for you today. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
We got it. Listen, just from the title alone, I already was like, ooh, okay.
when I read it, I was like, ooh, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna give it away. I'm gonna let her read it first. I'm gonna let her read it, because baby,
this is a little bit of my bag. This is where I sit. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
You know what I mean? What up, Justine? Welcome in.
Hey, Justine. Welcome back, girl.
So we are doing another Reddit story this week. This particular story is called "My Husband Rarely Comes from Sex, and It's Emotionally Breaking Me Down."
Yes.
All right. If anybody wants to go back and read it, we'll make sure that the link to this particular story is in the description box below.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, y'all. So let's get on into this thing. It says he can always come when he masturbates, but only comes roughly 1 in every 10 times we have sex, regardless of if it's oral or she put PIV, so I'm assuming that means penis and vagina.
Mm-hmm.
And it just makes me feel so defeated. To add insult to injury, when he does come during sex, is only when he pulls out and spends 5 minutes using his hand to finish himself off. He's never once organically ejaculated during any kind of sex with me. I don't blame him at all. In fact, I blame myself. What am I doing wrong? Why aren't I enough? Why does he have no issues coming when when he masturbates, but finds it hard to come with me? We don't use condoms, so I know that's not the issue. I'm finding myself turning him down for sex more and more, and find it incredibly difficult to initiate any kind of intimacy anymore because I just don't think I can handle feeling like a failure much longer. It really breaks me down a bit more each time, and I just feel so insecure about myself now. Anyway, I'm sorry for getting TMI. I just need to, well, get this off my chest. Thanks for reading.
Ma'am.
What up, Miss Margaret?
Ma'am.
I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna let you go first, sis. I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. Okay, if I would put myself in her shoes, I wouldn't have felt so bad if he couldn't, period. Like, just say something was wrong with him or whatever. But the fact that he can, but by himself, I don't know. That may be 2 shots to the chest. I don't. Only because I'm a person that enjoys the pleasure watching my partner being pleased. Like, that turns me on by itself. That knowing that my person is enjoying me, they're enjoying being in me, on me, whatever, and getting them to that point of, I would just say, explosion is like, that's like my that's like my good job, my way to go, especially when it's on me. I'm just saying. So I mean, the fact that he's not, I don't know. That would be two to the chest. Like I said, if it was something physically wrong with him where he couldn't, that would be a different story. But he can. He's just not. And then that would make me feel like, okay, is he not attracted to me? Is he not excited enough? Is he not enjoying her? Does he even fucking like her? Or whatever. Cause is he just bored? Like, I feel like there's so many things that she said, would go through my head that would just, I'd be like, because I don't want to do it no more either. Or I would just leave the whole relationship regardless. Because, like I said, to
Mm-hmm.
me, that's like my job well done.
Mm-hmm.
It's multiple times. So you talking about you can't even get him to come once
She
a
said like
night?
once, one in every 10 times.
Hell, no, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mary, or whatever your name is. I couldn't. Mm-mm. I'm just saying. I don't. Mm-mm. Like I said, unless something was physically wrong with him to where he couldn't do it, then I would feel like, or maybe she should really just have a conversation with him, that honest conversation, because maybe he's just not enjoying it. Maybe it's just something. I don't know. If she, girl, you in one position? Are you what is going on? That's my biggest question. It's just, to me, it's so much.
Yeah. So I'm with you. There's a lot they need to see there. That could be they possibly do need to go to therapy. So there's a lot of unanswered questions here, right?
It
And I was
is.
trying to skim through the comments real
Comments,
quick to
yeah.
see if OP, for those who don't know, that means the original poster, if
Hmm.
they gave any more context to the situation. I don't see. I see a lot of people guessing a few things. Some
Hmm.
stuff makes sense. Some things I've heard of, or whatever the case may be. Um, so these will be like, let's say this was one of my clients. These will be some of the questions that I would ask.
Hmm.
One, have you had a conversation with your partner?
Correct.
Have you asked them? Have you told them how you felt, or whatever the case may be? Have you asked them why it is? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Somebody put a comment somewhere that mentioned they called it death grip. I don't know if that's the technical term for it.
Hmm.
But there can be cases where if a person excessively masturbates, then they have a hard time coming or ejaculating any other way other
Okay.
than masturbation. So that can be a situation. And sometimes if they curb the amount of masturbation that they have, they're able to then
Hmm.
reach climax with a partner or whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
Because she said they don't use condom. I did see that where she was like, that's not the case. They don't use condoms, whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
Um, I have heard of people who just really they just don't come every time that they have sex. I'm pretty sure there's probably a technical term for it. Don't know it right off the top of my head.
I ain't never seen.
Here's I've met some people that he was like, I've met a couple, and the guy was like, no, it was really great. Like I enjoy everything with her. It's just like he just doesn't every single time. Now, one of the key things with that being mentioned that I think a lot of times we forget is that just because you don't climax, or in this case, just because a man doesn't physically ejaculate, doesn't always mean that the session was not pleasurable.
Right.
Because there's a difference in just pleasure and then just orgasm. You know
True.
what I'm saying? And then there are quote unquote dry orgasms where there's no visible ejaculation with it as well. So then that comes into play, and it's like, well, is he actually enjoying himself,
Hmm.
or does it seem like he's just hunching on you because he know he's supposed to be hunching on you right now? You know
True.
what I mean? Uh, Somebody mentioned he might have some form of ED, erectile dysfunction.
But
I
this is the
I don't
point
know what
that
that's
makes
it.
me think that he ain't got them issues because she's saying that he stops and starts
Right.
himself and then he comes.
But it also, so yes, that's part, because he can, excuse me,
Mm-hmm.
because he can ejaculate, he can
Mm-hmm.
get erect. Because typically a form, one of the biggest things for erectile dysfunction is the um, inability to fully get erect on a
True.
consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? It's more so that than it is the not being able to come part,
Right.
right? Not to say that that is not could not be a symptom of it, but I'm like, he's able to get fully erect. You all have sex.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, even when he pulls out, she says it takes him another 5 minutes. Now, this could just be 5 minutes to her because she's sitting there feeling
Right.
some type of way about the way that he pulled out. I'm just saying, you and your head, time be real different.
Listen, I
So,
just want to know how is you looking at him, while he's still over you. You just probably looking at
'cause
him like, like
you know
he's
what I mean? I mean, because to sit there for 5 minutes,
listen.
because listen, I ain't gonna hold y'all. So when it comes to porn and stuff like that, porn, I'm a
Mm-mm.
weird, I'm a weird individual when it comes to porn. But I find that the videos where the girl is sitting there waiting
Mm-mm.
forever for the dude to come on her face is the craziest shit ever in life.
It
Because
is.
it's like you can see the moment
It
on her face
hurts.
when she's like, "All right, bruh," when you know what I mean. So I can only imagine what she's feeling, especially if she's already feeling inadequate. And now he's sitting up there, whether he's trying to, jack off on her stomach, her breast, or whatever the case may be. Uh, it's just like, well, that wasn't the condition. He just didn't want to nut in his wife because he didn't want to get her pregnant on Bridgerton.
That's
Uh, I,
crazy work.
I have not watched a whole lot of Bridgerton, but I've watched enough to know that I'm thinking you're talking about from the first season. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was. Dude just would he refused to nut in his wife, and
Mm.
she thought because she was a virgin, she didn't know nothing about sex, whatever the case may be. She thought he had some type of condition
Oh my
because when
god.
when they got married, he told her, "I can't give you children," and it wasn't that he couldn't; he just refused to.
Bruce too. Oh wow.
Right. So he would pull out and he would nut in like a napkin or something like that, whatever was close, or his hand or some shit. It was crazy shit ever. I was like,
So
girl,
my
okay.
next question for you would be, because sometimes, like, I was number one, I would like to know how long they've been together, and number two, like you kind of said, if a person frequently masturbates, right? It's kind of like, are you training yourself to only come a certain way? And then when you're finally having sex with your girlfriend, you can't come because of the excessive amount that you masturbate to yourself.
Yeah, it's kind of like muscle memory. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So think about it like this. You drive the same way home and to work every day.
Mm-hmm.
But for whatever reason, it be some times where your brain go completely blank, but you make it home safely. You
True.
don't remember the drive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But your body took over. Your body made sure you got home safe. It's
Right.
kind of the same thing. It's like if your body is consistently used to
A certain
orgasming a
way. Right.
certain way, especially if you're talking about somebody who is possibly doing it excessively. Now, typically in these situations that I've read about where this is the case, we're
Mm-hmm.
talking when I say excessive, I'm talking about this
Every
this
day.
motherfucker, not even just every day, several times a day,
Yeah.
like 5, 10 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
They're watching porn, they're masturbating, and they're ejaculating, and da, da, da. Like it's that much of a repetition
Mm-hmm.
to it that it becomes very hard for them to ejaculate any other way.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say it's an excess, it would have to be an excessive amount. But yeah, but then I also asked the question because if y'all have been together, because the way that she put it is almost like it even before they got married, he
Mm-hmm.
never, because she
Nope.
make it seem like it ain't never happened. So you knew this coming into the marriage that this is
Mm.
how, he operated or whatever the case may be. Um, and if that's the case, did you all not have a conversation about anything prior to history? This is why I keep telling people, just as important as it is to talk about marriage, talk about kids, talk about finances and all this other stuff
Yes.
when you and your dating phase, y'all better have this conversation about what sex is, what it looks like, what intimacy looks like, and all this other kind of stuff. Because you need to figure this stuff out. Because what if it's a situation where he got some kinks that he really want to explore, but he afraid that she ain't gonna explore it because she is, very, all I'm gonna do is we're gonna do a
Hmm.
little bit of missionary, maybe hit it from the back every now
And
and
be
then.
bored.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe I'll ride it for you on your birthday type thing. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You may be thinking you doing some big shit and he over here kind of bored in the bedroom. And it could
Or
be a vice versa.
Peg his ass one good time and see how much she costs.
I mean, that may be a situation too. Maybe he's interested in doing some other stuff like being paid. You never
You
know.
never know. And that's
Cause
why you like
so
when you said in the conversation. But I think she almost afraid to have that conversation because it's like you may don't want to hear what
what
you
he gotta
probably need
say.
to hear that you're not that great of a partner to him. I'm not me just to him, but maybe
And
you're not making him happy.
right. And it could simply be a situation where it's not even that you're not making him happy, but
Mm-hmm.
he's scared to open up
Open up,
and say
yeah.
that he wants to experience certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't know what race, culture, or whatever that these people are from. But let's take, because we black folk, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna
It didn't sound like it was
it don't
written
it
by one
don't
of us.
it don't, but all I know is being black. That's all I got. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna speak to the black people. So
Yes.
we know within our community,
Mm-hmm.
for a man to feel comfortable and free exploring things
Mm-hmm.
sexually, especially
True.
once it comes to anything to the back door, the first thing a dude going, I ain't gay and da 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 da. It was
First
like,
thing they say.
first off, dude, you want me to do? I'm a woman,
Hello?
so why would I assume that if you want me to do something to you that makes you gay? It that two plus two ain't equal to four, sir.
It's
That's
it
that's
it, do, it definitely does not make you gay.
that's not how that works. You
It's
know what I'm
not.
saying? So,
It's not.
so let's say it's a situation like that where he wants to explore some stuff, but he's afraid to mention it to her, and he might have got in his head about it,
Mm-hmm.
and now she in her head because she feel like she's just not pleasing him. But instead of her coming out and asking, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She's staying in her head, he's staying in his head. Now y'all over here
Mm-hmm.
having this piss poor ass sex for the rest of your life because don't
Baby.
nobody want to open their mouth and say nothing.
Baby. The
It,
moment.
it,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Go ahead.
I can't. I can't.
I
Y'all
know. That's
have
why I'm over here itching like, no
Y'all
ma'am.
have heard me say it time and time again. I absolutely 100. I unequivocally
No.
refuse to have bad things for the rest of my life.
Man, no.
Okay,
And them
absolutely
do you
not.
pour my ass. And y'all got married like that. Y'all got married like that.
That's why I say y'all didn't, because that's like I would love to reach out to this person, be like, hey, I got some questions. Did you
You
all not have
should.
questions?
Like, hey, I'm a sex educator, and I saw this, and I just wanted to know, if I could offer my expertise. And do she got an email? Goddamn.
Oh, I can start that.
See, you need to help her out, cause baby, we don't want you to lose your husband. You about to lose your husband.
Right now,
You
this was
about to
7 months
lose
ago.
your. Mm-mm.
This was 7 months ago, so we can only hope and pray. But yeah, I'm probably gonna message her after the show or whatever the
You
case may be.
should.
But yeah, I mean, because it begs so many questions, and
It
it's
does.
like, but I think that there needs to be a level of communication.
It does.
Like she needs to explain to him what she's feeling, and then hopefully he can explain to her if if he feels like something is missing,
Mm-hmm.
if there is anything else that she can do. Maybe it is a medical condition. Maybe it's something that he needs to go see a therapist for. You
Mm-hmm.
never know until you ask the questions and you
Yeah.
have the conversations. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy because baby,
It's
I can
very
only
crazy.
imagine because I get
Mm-mm.
it. I get it, baby. It is something beautiful and heartwarming. You know what I'm saying? About just seeing the look on their face of
That's what I'm
relief.
saying. That's the part that is not telling the story because it's like, okay, just say if he didn't come, but are you getting that reaction? Is his
Right.
face like? Is he biting his lips? Is his eyes closed? All the things that is he moaning?
All of
All of the
ah,
things, because maybe like you said, he's being satisfied and he loves it or whatever. But it's just the
mm-hmm.
fact that you done trained it so hard now because you be doing it all the time to only come a certain way.
Right.
That's what I want to know. Cause baby, if he ain't giving no type of nothing like that, then yeah, I'm gonna feel a whole certain kind of way.
You gotta tell me something. But once again, that's why it's so important to ask these questions
Right.
and be able to comfortably and confidently have these conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the thing, the best feeling ever. It is a great accomplishment. You know what
Cause
I'm
I,
saying?
cause I also want you to talk about also because we talked about this on your show, The Queendom Tuesdays, y'all coming up this Tuesday. Um, that even you can't even always just say that a man enjoyed himself just because he came either, because friction is friction. People don't
Right.
realize that too. Like sometimes just because he did whatever don't mean that he also enjoyed himself also because he did that. Cause like you said,
Facts.
they'll come just because they friction between something real quick. So it's kind of like you can't even say, oh, he had a great time because he came. No, girl, that man would have came if it was you or his hand or anything else. So
Hmm.
like you said, having that communication and seeing like, is he really, where is he at mentally with intimacy is where that conversation needs to start. And like you said, they already married, so I don't even know why that even happened yet. How did we get here?
Yeah, that's one of my biggest things. It's like, how did we get to this point? Because, like I said, the way she posted it is
Hmm.
as if they've never like
Talked
it's
about it.
always yeah they never talked about it. It's always
Mm-mm.
been this way. Um, and she just kind of suffered through it up until this point, and now you've gotten to this point where it's been too much. You know what I'm saying? And now you don't know what to do about it because you don't know how to process this information. You don't know. You're making assumptions because you're letting it eat you up inside. Now you feel some type of way. You feel like you've done something wrong.
Right.
You're failing in some type of way, and it could possibly very well all be solved
Bad
with a
conversation.
conversation, with a simple conversation.
Because what you don't want to do is somebody to start exploring what they really desire with somebody else
Facts.
because they are afraid to tell you, and then now all of a sudden they, going to other places to explore their kinks or whatever. So yeah, you definitely got to have that conversation. I feel like that should be a conversation before you get married that a
Yeah.
lot of people don't do. It's like, what kind of kinks do you have? Do you have any kinks? Do you even know
I,
understand what kinks is? Like
right.
that is
And I'll be honest with you. For me, it ain't the very first conversation I try to have
mm,
because it can be real dicey on when to start having that
it
level of
is.
conversation because you don't want to lead with that conversation because motherfuckers start thinking, oh, she
No.
just here to fuck. And
Mm-mm.
I'm just trying to, we just gonna
Right.
fuck around and, be on. Like,
Hmm.
nah, nigga,
That's why I'm
that ain't
saying
what it
prior
is.
to marriage. Prior to marriage, they should have way had
Well, and
like,
I feel like
yeah,
it should be very early on. I feel like maybe that might even need to be a conversation before you all commit to
dating. Yeah.
like exclusively dating, like actually saying this is my man, this is my woman,
Hmm.
or this is my partner in
Yeah.
general, or whatever the case may be, however you identify. I definitely think it's a conversation that should be had early on because here's the thing. People talk about finances because I get it. You're trying to build a life together.
Hmm.
Y'all want to know how the other one spends money, what's
Hmm.
important to you when it comes to finances, so forth and so on. Perfect, awesome. Do you want to have kids? Cool.
Hmm.
How do you want to raise the kids if y'all do want to have kids? Guess what?
Right.
Sooner or later, them kids got to leave the house. So y'all still have to figure out the things that make y'all stay connected. And being able to be free sexually with your partner
Hmm.
is is one of those
Definitely one of
things.
them. Yeah.
You know, how often are you expecting to have sex? What type of sex are you expecting to have? Are we dibbling and dabbling with toys and this, that, or
Mm-hmm.
another? Are you totally against this? Are you open to this? What is it? You know, are you genuinely somebody who wants to explore poly,
Mm-hmm.
especially in this day and age? Lord Jesus, you
You
definitely
need
got
to
to have
ask
those.
every question.
Right. You
I
know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
somebody need to make one of those games, them card games. You be like, "Do you like your ass ate?" You put it up. You like, "Yes or no." Like they be like, "Honey, I didn't know." Like I think we need one of
And
them games. Like
you never know if you don't ask.
you don't ask, you don't ask because you know what? And then people gotta also understand too. Like a lot of things that you may have said no to in the beginning.
Can change.
Once you start to get comfortable with your partner or your person, and real comfortable with your partner, baby, some things change. Some things
Yeah,
that you said that you was on the fence about doing, baby, you done did it 500 times.
you fuck
Because
around real
again, you
quick.
like as your relationship evolves and you get so comfortable and you want to explore that person and they want to explore you, you get to a place where you want to let your guard down and explore a lot of things. So even in the conversations in the beginning of your relationship, you got to understand that even that might change. And y'all look back and like, well, I thought we said we weren't gonna do this shit. Well, here we are. We done did it.
You know what I'm saying? That definitely is another thing because, like you said, over time, because it's not a one time conversation. It's
Right.
definitely something you should check in with on a regular basis because
Mm-hmm.
shit changes. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Um, like, yep, you
Cause
get
I told
comfortable.
myself I would never have a toe in my mouth, and here we go. Like a pacifier.
You find yourself doing some crazy ass shit, right?
That's that goddamn. What's that shit you gave me? That 17 something 19 whatever.
Oh,
I
the
said,
1738.
God damn you, Irene. Huh?
1738, that Remy. Yeah,
Girl,
buddy.
listen. And I was new to brown liquor then too. Mm-mm.
You be in there for real.
Lord help me.
Be like,
Okay.
"Ooh, damn, wait a minute. Listen, listen, you get comfortable with a person, bro, like for
Girl,
real.
listen. The way sometimes, well, the DeVito came at the wrong time. I'm
Ooh,
just saying, when you get to like at a point where you really, 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 really into somebody, it's like, man, I want to taste every part of this individual. I don't give a goddamn right now. It's like that's just what happened.
especially once you get to the point of calling it yours. This
Oh, Jesus.
is crazy. It's
Just don't whisper to
wild.
me. Want to whisper that in my ear? Of course, I'm gonna just put everything in my mouth at this point. What the hell? The hell I
Listen,
say?
you know, craziness.
All bets
Crazy.
is off. Listen, don't wait till it's my husband. Oh my God, sorry. You can stick whatever you want to stick in my mouth. I don't care. Just go ahead.
Hey, hey.
It's yours, sir. It's all yours. No returns, no refunds.
Just tell
Don't
me how
take
you
that.
want it, baby. Tell me how you want it.
However you want it.
Just thinking since she said that Brown to do that to you. Listen, you
Girl,
gotta be careful. I didn't realize she was new to Brown when she asked me. Okay,
yes. I
I
was
didn't
very
realize.
new to Brown, and I got a
And
whole
then,
bottle, and that was the night I drank the whole bottle.
and let me tell y'all something. If y'all ain't never had Remy Martin 1738, baby, that is grown shit. Okay, that is big grown shit. That is a top
He
shelf
said Remy is off her
cognac.
grocery store list. Baby, listen, ever since she told me about that, I keep a bottle in my house. I don't give a goddamn how much that ever be.
Appreciate you coming in.
Hey.
Listen.
Listen, I'm just trying to tell you.
Cause
What's
I think
but
she was like, what's a good drink that'll make you feel good? I said, what? I think I asked her, well, how good you trying to feel? Like, we gonna tell you what
good.
I like. Okay.
I bought everything she told me she liked. I had a good time too.
I'm telling you, hey, drink with caution.
Listen, Listen,
if you really want, okay, I will say, see, now that might be dangerous for some people.
thank you, Marcus.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
I'll tell
But
you
yeah,
something. Right, I've mixed the Remy 1738 with Taylor Port. Right, because see, Taylor Port be hella sweet to me.
girl.
Right. And so the Remy helps to cut it. So typically I mix it if I'm drinking Taylor Port, unless I just ain't got shit else in the house to drink it with it. I'm
Girl.
typically mixing it. I'm mixing Taylor Port with Remy 1738, Gentleman Jack, or if I got some moonshine.
I can't do moonshine. Moonshine do to me like white liquor do. Uh-uh.
Well, you got to find the right kind because it's a whoo.
Ain't it? It gonna call a situation every time. But I'm just saying, on top of you really, really, really loving and liking somebody, on top of brown liquor, it ain't good. I'm just saying.
You
It's
know, see,
it's
I think that's fine. But then again, hey, I'm from the country.
listen, if I would have had a child, her middle name would have been Irene. It would have been all her fault.
I'd have been like, hey, Sissy, baby.
I'm gonna call her my name was 17.
Oh, what the baby nickname 1738, don't it?
Oh, actually, since we have some men folk in the comments, so our original topic was about this woman that put a story into Reddit that
Um,
her
I can read it
husband.
again.
Yeah, go ahead if you want to.
Yeah, because it's not a super long one.
Nah.
So the title of this one was "My Husband Rarely Comes from Sex and It's Emotionally Breaking Me Down." He can always come when she masturbates. Excuse me, but only comes roughly 1 in every 10 times we have sex, regardless of if it's oral or penis and vagina. And it just makes me feel so defeated. To add insult to injury, when he does come during sex, it's only when he pulls out and spends about 5 minutes using his hands to finish himself off. He's never once organically ejaculated during any kind of sex with me. I don't blame him at all. In fact, I blame myself. What am I doing wrong? Why aren't I enough? Why does he have no issue coming when he masturbates, but finds it so hard to come with me? We don't use condoms, so I know that's not the issue. I'm finding myself turning him down from sex more and more and find it incredibly difficult to initiate any kind of intimacy anymore because I just don't think I can handle feeling like a failure much longer. It really breaks me down a bit more each time. And I just feel so insecure about myself now. Yeah, we'll start there because the last part don't mean shit.
I see, Marcus. I agree with you. He said he attracted.
So here's okay. So rereading it though, I wonder if that's genuinely the case because clearly he tries to initiate sex with her on a regular basis, but she turns him down. So he's initiating sex, but then again, some dudes just want a warm hole to stick their dick in. They don't mean
Pretty
they really
much.
attracted to the person. So
It sounds like at this point her hold is just to get him there. Her hold is the foreplay. God damn.
not her hole is the foreplay. I'm weak.
Sorry, that hurt. Yes,
Yeah,
he doing it himself. He after he done
yeah,
been his wife to get to have to come, he doing it to himself in front of her to come.
right.
That's
So we did say that he probably is somebody who excessively masturbates and he can't come any other way than masturbation. Um, some other stuff that I said was that it could be because of a lack of communication, they don't know what each other actually likes. So while she over there, because I mean, it's just like just because
see. He said her Gucci is the fans of foreplay. I told you.
saying she is the jump start is crazy work. Justine Jumpstart is crazy. You hear me? Diabolical, if you will.
That's what I believe at this point. At this point, she is the foreplay.
And I mean, listen, but the question is why?
I
Why is
don't
it that
know.
way?
I
That's
don't
the
know.
that's the part that like we can't answer without
Oh.
enough information. And she does not give enough information here.
But like you said, he hasn't tapped out with her to the fact that he's still not engaging sex with her. So he ain't just said, okay, this ain't working, whatever, I'm not doing it. But
Right. Cause you know what cause it kind of put me in the mind of that movie we watched, that African movie we watched that time that
Mhm.
had us ready to fight. That one.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He wanted to try new stuff and she just
She's
wasn't
like,
with the
no,
shit.
nah.
You know what I'm saying? So he ended up cheating on her. Or whatever the case may be.
And I think
So
all he wanted was doggy style, right?
either he wanted doggy style or anal.
Yeah.
They never really fully
Cause no, it was anal, because she
decipher.
was always like, I hurt so bad afterwards. I'm like, girl.
Yeah, that's the only reason I think it was anal because they didn't definitively say what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
It seemed like, you know.
Hmm. That's
So
another
yeah,
one too.
yeah,
But
it could be because it doesn't say how long they've been married.
hmm
So that's another thing. So we don't know how long they've been together, but she also says he's never once organically ejaculated during any kind of sex with her,
never.
which means even during the dating phase. Well, we're making the assumption that they had sex before marriage. So let's go with the assumption they had sex before marriage, which means you ain't never.
That might,
Yeah.
hey, Davino, that's what I said. She better hope he ain't going to the left, cause
I mean, I guess yeah, that's a possibility too. Because once again, it's like if y'all haven't had the communication to figure out what y'all like, because I can guarantee you, if she in her head this much, she not enjoying the sex either. So
mm,
neither one of y'all are being pleased in this moment
no.
because you in your head because you don't see him coming from sex. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-uh.
Right. That's a good point too, Marcus. So it's so many questions. It just begs so it gives it
So
leaves the
it's just
opportunity for
like
so much.
a lot of things that even just take for us as women, like we've said multiple times on the show, what would dry you up like instantly. So it's like think about even the things that we've said even on the show that would just make you instantly in that moment, like you just be like, nah, I'm cool, or I'm gonna just you gone, whatever, I can finish this off myself. So it's like,
Well, that's because well, I mean, we did say maybe she not performing the way that he wants her to perform, but she ain't asking and he ain't saying it.
and he ain't
So
saying, cause I feel like a man don't want to hurt your feelings either, and especially now that this your wife. This your wife now. So like, if you know that she's not gonna be able to take the fact that you say, hey, this ain't
well,
hitting, or hey, I wanna try something different. Like I feel like you may know your wife. You may know your wife to the fact that if you said, hey, you know, I want you to eat my ass, she gonna
and
say
like
no, or that he
she
like anal play, or maybe he like something else, or maybe he don't, you know, I don't know. It's just so much.
so yeah, because we did say that maybe he liked something that
Yeah.
he perceives she would judge him for. Uh,
But we should have had that conversation before we got married then.
at the end of the day, I genuinely think at the end of the day, this could be solved with communication.
It could. I feel like
It genuinely could.
99% of everything could be solved with communication though. Cause like,
And then you know what? Because I feel like men are a lot more upfront with what they like and don't like sexually.
yes.
But I will say that depending on the type of woman she is, whether or not she received it, and
Hmm.
maybe she just didn't take him serious. I wonder that too. Like, has he ever told you that he prefers you do something different? That he would like it this way, he would like it that
Hmm.
way, and you just ain't listening. You know what I'm saying? Because you just assuming it's about well, I've been doing it like this and I've been getting this. You know what I mean? Because we talk about
Mm.
how as women we try to to show a man what we like, and that motherfucker be like, well. I ain't never had no complaints. Well, bitch, I ain't the rest of the hoes.
Hello? And
Okay,
some people just don't complain.
that too. Some people don't say shit.
Davino, she said it been like that they whole dating life.
Yeah, he's never. She
He's
said he's
never.
never organically
He's
changed.
never. Never.
Not one single solitary time. So that makes me think.
I ain't even marrying you like that, big dog. I'm sorry. I can't.
I
You about to
can't.
stand over me and jerk off every time? Is you wow?
Let me be righteous with you. I'm probably by the second or third time. I got questions. I mean, genuinely, I got questions because there's a difference. There's a difference in a pullout and then somebody because 5 minute stretch of just sitting there watching somebody. Because a pullout is I pull out and like less than a minute later, nigga, no, right?
Hello?
Pull out. That's a pull out. 5 minutes?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Exactly. You should you
No.
taught her how you liked it, right?
Right.
And she took it to the limit. He said she was an overachiever. You know what I'm saying? So if you pull out on me, and I'm sitting here and I feel like I gotta have the Jeopardy song in my head trying to figure out when you gonna come.
Like what are you even doing to entertain? Like you doing fake noises or you pleasuring yourself? Like I just got so many questions. I got so many questions. Are you sucking? Like if he pull it out for that long, you should have grabbed it and started sucking or something.
Also, that part of me, yeah, that kind of goes back to whether or not he probably excessively masturbates, which
Probably,
like he probably watches if that's the case, then he
probably.
probably watches a particular type of porn, and
Mm-hmm.
either she don't look like what he watches,
Mm-hmm.
or she don't do what he watches. It's one of the two. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? And once
That
again, then that needs to be a conversation.
that hurt my heart for her.
It does. It makes me so sad because it's so much. It's so many unanswered questions, and it's like,
Yeah, cause I mean, okay, we all grown. So the only time you pulling at, like you said, is if you pulling out because you're gonna put something on me, or you're pulling out because I want to suck it. You can put it back in, but to pull it out just to
jack off for 5 minutes.
is diabolical.
5 minutes is crazy. It's a long time. Okay.
I would just be looking at you like I I don't know that my whole soul would hurt. I don't even know how we got married.
Listen,
I don't know.
because I'm adamant about I'm not dealing with bad sex.
I'm not.
We
I'm
gonna
not
have this
marrying it.
conversation.
I'm definitely not marrying it.
That's why I say by the second or third time, I got questions.
Hello?
I
How
need
did
to.
we
We
get
need to.
here?
We got to figure this out. We got to figure this out first. So
I I think he embarrassed of a fantasy. Push come to shove, I think they of course we always talk about communicate, but I think the communication is he wants something that she is not offering. I think he probably love his wife, like I said, because it's not like the fact that he's not still coming to her to enjoy her. I think he love her, but it's just the fact that he got a kink or something that he ain't talking about.
right, and it could be that he hasn't fully accepted what he likes either, because that's another thing. Because depending on what the kink is, some people have
Dang,
a hard
DeVito.
time.
Dang, DeVito.
Defino stupid.
He said
Some
they
people
got
have a
married over
hard
there.
time reconciling the things that turn them on. Because if you some people struggle with that depending on what it is. You know what I'm saying? Some people struggle with accepting what their true sexuality is, what they really like, whatever the case may be. So
Listen,
it, like I said, it leaves so many questions, and child, we got it speculations.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
but
tell
I
you
will.
this here. Once we get comfortable, I need the conversation because, like you said, I'm not about to be in no committed relationship that I am not enjoying like that. Again, I'm not. I am not ashamed of nothing that I've ever done or nothing that I like. So if that's not for you, I understand that. And whatever you say to me, which is probably very far in between, that you may like, I'm not gonna judge you for it. It's either that person down with it or they not. And if they not, then y'all just stay friends and keep moving on. But
Right.
you need to have that conversation because, like, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna stop doing the stuff that I want to do. I'm not.
You
You
can
just
cut
not my person.
that part. You better figure it out and come join this goddamn bride. Shit. So
You better figure it out if you here. You know.
I see another story that I think might be interesting, at least by the title.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Exactly. Them the only acceptable reasons to pull out. Right now. And if you pulling out to come, you either finna come on her face, come in her mouth, or
Thank
come
you.
on her body somewhere.
Thank
Like you
you.
know what I mean? It ain't no 5 minute interval in child.
You
Listen,
know how long
anyway,
5 minutes is?
a long to just lay there
And
to just
watch.
especially when it's one thing if if it's part of our foreplay or part of our things for me to sit there and watch you, masturbate. That's one thing. But for you to pull out as if you finna come, but then it take you 5 more minutes.
I just want to know what she doing while he doing it. See that
Yeah.
looking at him? Do it.
Not ribbon DoorDash to the house. I
Mm-mm.
mean, listen, it be a time be
Uh-uh.
had. So this one is called My Boyfriend 35 Male Called Me 32 Female, a Whore After Sex.
In what way?
Right. Because I'm like, okay,
Like, wait.
now I need to figure this out. That I gotta hear this, right? All right. It says this is so strange for me to be writing because I never thought we'd be here. We have been dating for a little bit over 10 years. Shit. Let me not, because I dated somebody for 9.5. So anyway, we have been dating for a little over 10 years now, and he has never said anything close to so hurtful before. As of late, we have set up a business together, and because we are working all the time, our sex life has hit an all-time low.
Mhm.
I have always had a higher sex drive than him and have tried to initiate in the past, and last night it was the same. And he seemed excited to go for it. It wasn't the best sex we've ever had, but it was good enough. And as per usual, we asked each other how it was. Are you happy? Etc. And he said it was good, but my teeth scraped him a bit when I was going down on him. I felt really terrible and apologized, and he tried to brush it off. Like I said, he has a lower sex drive than me, so I was a bit worried that this might make him not want to engage for a while. So I just said maybe we could try again, and I'll make it worth it. And he just said no. And while laughing, said, "Geez, it's all right, no biggie. Why are you acting like a whore who won't get paid?" I
Oh.
just stopped in my tracks. My face fell. I guess because he immediately started apologizing and said he didn't mean it. And when I asked why would he say it, then he just kept saying it was a spur of the moment joke in poor taste, and he shouldn't have said that. I slept in the guest room, and he's just been sitting in the living room all night. I guess because he looks like he hasn't slept. Wait. I slept in the guest room, and he's just been sitting in the living room all night, I guess, because he looks like he hasn't slept. I don't even know what to say to him. I feel so terrible. He would even think something like that about me. But on the other hand, in 10 years, this is the first time he said something like this, so maybe I'm overreacting. I'm confused and want advice on the future of our relationship. Is this reason enough to call it quits? If I don't do that, how do I approach this relationship to make sure this doesn't happen again?
Oh wow. It wasn't
So
it wasn't the whore that I thought it was gonna be.
it definitely was not the whore I thought it was going to be.
Why do I get the feeling he's sexually intimidated by her?
Probably. If her sex drive, because she said her sex drive is higher than he is,
Yeah.
which by the way it sounds, that she probably tries to initiate a lot more, and he doesn't accept every single time.
Wait. She didn't bite it. She probably just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think she
Yeah,
bruised it.
yeah. He just said that. Where is it? 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 He said her teeth scraped him a bit. Not give him a blue
Don't
chew.
nobody. Let me not tell my business. Never mind. Never mind.
I got a feeling you was about to say the same thing. I'm thinking I ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, don't nobody do teeth nibble in a gentle way? Like,
I'm assuming, however she scraped him, it wasn't
it
on
wasn't in that
purpose.
manner, probably. No.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm assuming not.
But they've also been together for 10 years. Because if so, you've been holding this shit for 10 years, homie. I'm gonna need you to. That's crazy. Um,
Some blue juice.
and this was a recent post. This was posted 18 hours ago.
Oh my god, girl! It's been 10 years. Y'all shouldn't even have these issues. Like,
So
y'all been
she
banging for
said,
10 years.
therefore, she said, I have since spoken to him, and honestly, it is mostly him apologizing and saying he has no idea why he said that.
Just mean I can't
And
stand you.
I mean, you're not lying. And I get it because he never had said anything like this before. I think I'll try to move past it, provided nothing like this ever happens again. Yeah, okay. So on the one hand, do I think this is something to necessarily
Mm-mm.
just him saying that? What do I think it's something to end a relationship over? Nah, not really. Do I think that maybe y'all need to have a deeper conversation about where y'all are sexually?
Hmm.
Absolutely.
These are definitely not African American people because he said whore. Like, we would have called you a hoe. So that
You know, yeah, she spelled it out, whore.
yeah, that's
Whore.
that's that's them. So
Is it like a whore that won't get paid? That's the part that threw me.
I
It was the
wanted to
whore
see
that won't
black
get paid.
though.
Why?
I don't know. I
What
just
me?
feel like I don't know. Just in my head, I'm like I'm doing a situation in my head. I'm like, can I imagine another color guy saying that?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a mental thing going on right there. Like, how do you even get here?
Okay, hold on. She replied to somebody's comment. This comment says, I think this has more to do with you feeling worried and frustrated that he is not as much into sex as you are. Some people actually get turned on by this kind of
Hmm.
banner. So it's more about the situation than the words being said. Unless, like the previous commenter has noted, it's a pattern and he sees sex workers as an insult, which would say more about him than you. But since it's not, it's more maybe about your current insecurity of keeping your life alive. She said, I think you're right. This has been the one cause of worry for me in our otherwise pretty damn near perfect relationship. Also, funny enough, I have asked to introduce dirty talk in the bedroom with light name calling. Oh, she want. Okay, she got a degrading praise king. Okay,
Hmm.
and
So why her feelings hurt?
because he said it after the fact, it wasn't during sex.
Oh,
And the like, but he always said it feels unnatural and weird for him, so I didn't press him.
maybe it was
But saying
practice.
this right after sex, I don't think it's dirty talk territory. See, for her, it wasn't dirty talk territory after the fact. Um,
Right. He was
what?
practicing. See, you can't get mad at him for practicing. Make up your mind. Which one you want?
Yeah, well, but here's the thing: there's a fine line, because there's a fine line in you calling me a dirty little bitch in the bedroom, and then especially without the proper context, voice, tone, all that kind of stuff, and then you just get out here just randomly calling me a bitch. Hey, nigga, you alright? You know what I'm saying? Like
Maybe he
it's
don't
a
know
difference.
he may not know the difference.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
like she wanted me to talk dirty to her, so now I'm gonna call her a dirty little whore that didn't get her money.
Right. But she admits that she thinks a lot of it just has to do with the difference in their sex drives. Because apparently that's something that has been a concern for her this whole time for their relationship, which I
10
can
years?
understand. 10 years
10
is
years
crazy.
though? That's wild business.
That's long. I mean, mm,
Mm, I can't do it. I don't know. But you've been with that man for 10 years, so he definitely must be a good man, Savannah. And he wasn't even no good man. I don't even know why people say that.
listen, that man was terrible. Okay, horrid.
Terrible. Again, people need to just start having conversations because you've been in somebody for 10 years and you just not talking about can we introduce something in the bedroom. Girl, that stuff should have been performed and done 5 years ago.
Well, I don't think that was something she just said.
Oh.
She just said that she's asked him before, and he told her it felt unnatural to him. It doesn't. It genuinely just doesn't sound like he's a uberly sexual person. It sounds like
Mm-mm. I wonder what she
he
is first.
hey, they've been together for 10 years. We don't know how. Does it say how? Oh, so when he was 25 and she was 22 is when they got together.
Oh, he was 22. He might have been.
Well, he was 25.
He was
It still could
25.
have been. It
He
still could have
still
been
could
his
have been.
first.
He still could have been his first.
It still could have been his first.
It's still, yeah.
Not,
Well,
not be lucky he calling you anything. I mean, but this just proves like how important it is to have those conversations. Now, granted, you take into account that especially a 10 year long relationship. I'm pretty sure y'all done gone through different spouts where
sure.
emotions and life and all different type of things that got in the way of a thriving sexual or a thriving sex life.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't, especially at this point in my life, I can't imagine, especially with how I know my sex drive is.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can do it every day, sometimes multiple times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we can fuck 3 times today. I'm still gonna want it tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Middle of
But
the night. Shit.
hello,
Roll over.
we ain't even gotta hit 12 o'clock, baby.
11:53 in this bitch.
Bring me that meat.
Come
Come
here.
on over
Bring Big
here,
Mama that beef. Come here. Bring that dick here.
daddy.
Come here.
Oh, baby, be just tired. He's like, oh my god, not again. Um, you know what I'm saying? I know I can't even. It's not gonna work for me with somebody
Mm-mm.
that's like, oh, I can just, once or twice a month and I'm cool. You cool?
How? How do people operate like that?
Y'all
I
don't
want to
understand
find
how
somebody just
irritable.
to interview them, but that cuss gonna come out so wrong. Like, how do you operate with just? Mm-mm.
Child, listen. So I wish she gave a little bit more context around the difference in their sex drives. Just saying outside of just saying he has a lower sex drive than her.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Mm-mm.
because it seems like she says she's excited when she initiates. It wasn't the best sex we ever had. It's crazy though. It was good enough.
Good enough for what?
I guess good enough to just scratch the itch. Okay. I can't say I understand good enough because I've had partners in the past where I'd be like, this is enough to like.
Mm-mm.
It's like taking a top, not a Tylenol. Well, it's like taking a baby Tylenol. Like it eases the pain a little bit, but it don't take it all away. It'd be that type of situation. I've had situations like that. Don't get me wrong. I'd be pissed after the fact. Be like, nigga, I wasted my time for this shit. I was like, ugh. It took the edge off a little bit, but this ain't do what I needed to do.
You can take the edge off a lot more by yourself. Hell,
which I typically ended up doing once I got back home. So,
Like,
there's that. Um,
no, I'm
but
cool
I mean,
about
I
it.
understand. I don't agree with it, but I understand. I ain't trying to like, baby. I'm trying to be dragged out every time.
Hello,
Okay,
listen. And then some
tap
people be
me
like,
and drain me dry.
you ain't gonna get bored of that. No, I'm not.
Y'all gonna have to call me and be like, get up off that bench, come outside.
They be
Like,
like,
no.
after I get mad, I'm like, sir, you're getting so skinty. Well, how much cardio are you doing today? Like,
Say that woman is draining me dry. Jesus.
she's feeding me and draining me dry.
Yeah, drain them out or replenish the nourishment and keep it pushing. It's a
Listen,
cycle. You know what I'm saying?
listen. And that's what makes me think, like, do y'all really like these people in both of these situations? Like, how do y'all really feel about these people? And it goes back to like what we say all the time. It's like, do people really like the people that they dealing with? Because at the end of the
I mean,
day, I know me. I like to end when
well,
I like somebody for real like that. I overindulge as much as I can and the time that I
I ain't gonna
can.
overindulge is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you, but it's the
I
truth.
listen.
So, because I always gotta put on my sexual health educator hat and put perspective on things. We do know that there are people that are asexual. So if you don't know what asexual is, it's basically someone who sex is just not a priority for them, right? So whereas you have some people who are hypersexual, there are some people who are asexual.
Hmm.
Um, so of course, people just like it varies from person to person on how much their
True.
sex drive really goes. So now, in some of these cases, these motherfuckers genuinely just don't like their person. Some people genuinely
No.
just have a low sex drive. It's just who they are. It's how they made. It's just not one of them things that sit at the forefront of their mind, right? Would that work for me? Nah, baby. I need somebody who I need it to be on your mind on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Even down to even if we don't have sex today, but there's some level of touching, feeling, groping, kissing, intimacy. You know what I mean? We gotta have something.
If we found out you were asexual, I'm taking you to the doctor.
Baby, we're just gonna leave.
You got
I'm
some
gonna
of
leave
them
you where you at.
asexual feelings? Cause fuck no.
Listen, I'm gonna leave you right there where you at. I ain't gonna hold you. I
I
can't.
need you to be
And
at work thinking about it. Like, I can't wait to get home to my wife. Listen, talk about, maybe next week. Next week!
next week is crazy.
Oh, God. How, Sway? Because here's the thing. Like, to me, when you really into somebody, like, you love the way they smell. You love the way they walk. You love the way they talk. The very touch to skin, even if they just touching your neck, touching your face, it literally drives you bonkers. Drives you bonkers. Like if you ain't got that feeling, like you don't really like me like that. That's how I feel.
I mean that ass because I know me. I need that. You know what I'm
I need
saying?
that.
I need to feel like you low key very close to being obsessed with me.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a fine line. Like I don't need you obsessed and like if I can't have you, can't nobody else have you. I don't
nah,
need that.
and not thin line between love and hate. Like, nah, I don't need
Right.
that shit.
I ain't trying to be on that. But very much that I want to touch you. I like having you in my vicinity. I
Yes.
love the way you smell. I love the way you taste. I love the way you that.
Da,
You
da,
know what
da,
I'm
da, da,
saying?
da, da, da. I'm just saying, like the touch, the back of your touching the back of my neck just goes through my spine. Like, oh Lord.
Just reach over and just,
I,
baby, the beard
thank
scratching.
you.
These claws stay done because I like scratching bellies, backs, and beards. Amen.
That's a t-shirt. You should make that. Your nails, if it's like we scratch bellies, backs, and beards.
Amen. We working on that tonight. We gonna work on this tonight. Just in
that's
case
a
y'all
that's a
listen.
t-shirt.
Kay and I working on it, baby. We got some stuff we got some merch that's gonna be
Listen,
coming for y'all. Trust.
listen. I love my sister slash partner slash co-host slash
Listen.
my motherfucking girl slash business partner and all that shit. Like, listen. I'm just saying, like, if you don't feel like that towards your partner, the person you with, or I ain't gonna, if you don't feel like that to me, leave me alone. At any point in time, you stop feeling like that, you be like, hey, K, I don't feel like, okay, peace out. Cause baby, I don't
Right.
want you to fake it. I don't want you to push yourself. I don't want you to have to ever, I don't want neither one of us to have to feel like that we have to push ourselves to like each other now.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro. Like,
I
I know it's
feel
gonna be days you're not gonna like that person, but you
right. It's
forcing
like
yourself to be around me? No, hell no. Go ahead, sorry.
yeah, no, no, no. I'm with you on that. Like I feel
She said, I'll take that shirt, please.
okay. Just so you listen, we got you. We got man. We listen. We working on. We got some stuff. We just you gotta watch. Just keep up with us. Uh, yeah. Desire is important to me.
It is.
It's extremely important to me. That's the word I was looking for. Desire is
Rubbing bonnets and booties.
you said we rubbing bonnets, backs, and booties.
Okay, we got it.
Come on with the
Number
three
one.
B's.
Number one on my love language list. I know that's right.
Physical touch, 100. Yeah, same. Physical touch and words of affirmation tied for number one for me all the time.
I got a
Um,
question for y'all though.
oh
Have you
Lord,
ever felt, you always say that when I say I'm about to ask a question.
I
Have
get
you
nervous
ever
sometimes. I ain't gonna
felt
lie.
like one of your love languages, maybe the B parts, ever adjusted or shifted once you got into a more comfortable or more desired relationship bond or situation? Like, do you feel like one of them kind of shifted toward another way once you kind of experienced a person in a different way? Because I would say touching did adjust for me in the latter part.
Um,
Because I remember with my ex, it just like, because we had such a different type of relationship, it that wasn't one of my major love languages, but I feel like now it is.
so for me, touching has always been a really big thing for me. Physical touch, yeah, has always been huge for me, and I think a lot
Hmm.
of it has to do with the fact that I come from a huggy family. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's always been a sign of connection and everything for me.
Hmm.
Um, I think something that I am learning that I appreciate a lot more now at this point in my life, along with the dating experiences that I've been having, is
Hmm.
quality time.
Yes.
I think quality time is probably high up on it. But the words of affirmation, baby, how you talk to me.
Ooh. I feel like I ain't gonna say that. Never mind. Words of affirmation and lately, sexually, are like top tier for me.
Oh, baby, I'm a good. You gon'
Like,
I need both praise and degrading praise. I
yes.
need all that, please and thank you.
But you
You
gotta
know,
remember, I came from a Uno reverse where it was, I was
yeah.
more, yeah. So like now it's kind of like, I'm like, oh, oh my, okay,
It is.
I like it here.
Yeah, especially now because I'm in. Mm, how do I want to say that? I'm in a headspace where I desire to be submissive a lot more.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
I agree, Marcus.
yeah.
I struggle with that one so much only because, like I said, I came from a situation where a person used gifts and services as an apology instead of, and it really wasn't a real apology. Um,
Hmm.
so I'm very weird when it comes to gifts, even now. Um, like I would rather for a person to act and do. You know what I mean? So like the little things, like that's why I feel like so much now. The little things mean so much to me because the grand things was like bullshit. If that makes any
Yeah.
sense. It's like, and then it was like grand things that I barely liked. Like you kind of like we kind of talked about it before. Like somebody buy you a purse that wasn't even your style, or like what the fuck is this? Like, and then get mad when you ain't in like over it. So it's kind
Right.
of like you saying. I think I would have to get in a better space with for the whole services and gift giving part. Like
Yeah.
that would probably have to change for me when I'm married. I feel like.
Yeah, I'm kind of weird. Like, don't get me wrong, I appreciate gifts.
Same.
Um, I 100% appreciate acts of service.
Hmm.
I feel like acts of service and quality time have always been in the middle for me, and then words of
Hmm.
affirmation and physical touch have been at the top. Gifts
Yeah.
have always been at the bottom because only time I think a gift really means something to me is when it's thoughtful. Like Kate said, if you buy me a purse just because you see that every girl on social media going crazy over their purse,
Right.
but it really ain't some shit that I rock with, then it's not gonna mean anything to me. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Read the V notes real quick.
you enjoy the affirmations, but at times it makes you overly shy and blush. Because at times I don't know how to take it. Yeah. I mean, you know what though?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing about words of affirmation, right? Words, at least for me, let me say it that way. Words of affirmation are not always compliments. Because don't get me wrong,
Mm-mm.
it, I don't always take compliments to this. I struggle with them sometimes myself. Uh, a lot of times
Same.
it's the tone and how you talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's especially if it's a situation of you're correcting something of like we need to fix something or we
Mm-hmm.
need to have a deep conversation about something. It has a lot more to do with how you handle me in those moments for
Right.
me. You know what I'm saying? Than it is about the praise. Don't get me wrong, she loves the praise both in and outside the bedroom.
Yes.
um I have an issue. I think what I struggle with is public affirmations because
Mm.
I'm good. So it's such a weird thing, and I'm gonna tell you why. I have no problem being the center of attention. I pretty much live my whole life, some shape, form, or way, being the center of attention. Right. All right, Marcus. We appreciate you coming through. Thank
Thank you for
you.
coming through. I appreciate it.
Uh, come on, study. Uh, so is not so much the being the center of attention, but it's something about a bunch of people just,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like, oh,
I don't like
and
it either.
yeah, and it is like I am a humble person. Although I know some people think I feel like I sit on a high horse, I don't feel that way by myself at all.
Right.
Um, but it is something that I do struggle with. Uh,
Same.
but a nice compliment here or there, I'm cool with. It's the huge outpouring, and especially the huge outpouring in front
Yes.
of a lot of people, especially if it's a lot of people and I don't know these motherfuckers for real, for real.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That adds a whole nother layer to it. And it's the same. I feel like I
Same.
pour into a lot of people more so than I pour into myself.
Same.
Uh, but yeah, it's such a catch 22. But for me, the words of affirmation has a lot more to do with how my person handles me
Yeah. That's so true.
than than anything else. You know what I'm saying? Because don't get me wrong, I love being told, you look good, you pretty, you beautiful, you this, you that.
Mm-hmm.
I love, please, yes, tell me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how I turn you on, all that good shit. Love, 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 love,
Girl,
love.
listen.
But it's definitely more important when we have to have tough conversations,
Mm-hmm.
or you have to express something that maybe I have done that you didn't particularly like. How you handle me in those moments mean way more to me than
Amen.
anything else.
Amen.
So yeah.
It's it's one thing about, having an amazing bond with a person. But just say you are having a really bad day or whatever, and that person can literally like, okay, sit down. Just hold on to my voice. I
Right.
need I need you to breathe. It's okay. Like them type of moments, I'm like,
Yeah, if you can calm down my nervous system.
"Woo." Yeah, it's that for me. It's that for me. It's like my spirit knows your voice. That's deep. Like I feel like at
Mm,
some point I've made a connection with a person where my spirit is like instantly calm. when I hear your voice, and it's like I don't even fuck know what I was mad about. Like by the end of the conversation, I'm either laughing or I was like, I'm okay. It's like my spirit know we okay, and it's like I've always wanted that. And that's why I always tell people, like, take your time until your that shit feel good in your spirit. Like
Yeah.
sex is cool, all this other shit is cool, whatever. But at the end of the day, like a lot of other shit fade. Like we always say, when you get older, sometimes that dick might work, might not work. But at the end of the day, was that
You
your
know?
friend? Was that your friend? Was that a person you actually do like spending time with? A person you actually like? A person that you actually adore? Like at the end of the day, like we always say that. Um, and don't let nobody put no time limit on that for you. Like, just take your time and but have them conversations, y'all. Definitely have them
Yeah.
conversations. Girl, I love the moments because my little ragged ass don't like to listen to nobody. So you can say in a good way, but like say that good check when they be like, hey, calm down. I need you to breathe. Girl, I've been already ready to melt.
Yeah, I done got a couple of back end text messages
Like,
when I be going off on
hey,
people on social media.
like,
I be like,
hey. Like, hey, chill out.
but you know,
You're doing
you
too
do
much.
right. You do it. Too. You ain't got to do all that. Stop talking to
All
them.
right, y'all. Let's wrap it up.
All right, good people. Gonna tell people they can find you at K.
You can find me here every freaking Thursday unless something happens or we doing something. 7 p.m. Central. On this channel right here, Irene K Unscripted. You can find us also on our Instagram, Irene K Unscripted. If you have any topics or anything that you would like for us to discuss, or you see a video or whatever, you can shoot it to our DMs or shoot us an email at irenekUnscripted@gmail.com. And you can find me at Simply K Simone TV, all platforms, or Simply Spicy Spice, also on all platforms right now.
Make sure y'all get them seasonings.
Get them seasonings. They 20% off all summer. Love you back.
And and of course, it's your girl Irene, the Passion Queen. Y'all can catch me as well here every Thursday, unless we do it. And we give you all we give
We
you
do.
all notice if we are
Yes, we
not going
do.
to be here. So every Thursday, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, here on Irene K Unscripted. Then every other Tuesday, we back in the building. Me and the summer, baby, me and the summer was summer. Okay, so
Exactly.
we back in the building this Tuesday with the Queendom TheQueenDomme here on YouTube.
Go
Every
subscribe.
Please and thank you. Every other Tuesday, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. This Tuesday, we will be talking with Coach Feline about her framework TIC, which is trauma informed consensual kink.
Ooh, I'm
Um,
gonna be there. Meet me there.
yes, please and thank you. But yeah, if I'm on the platform, you can find me as Irene, the Passion Queen. Um, and yeah, make sure y'all get the books, download the
Mm-hmm.
song, all the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We got some good shit coming up for you. Make sure y'all look out. We got more information coming about Primal Poetry's 50 Shades of Seduction in October. Everything is
Especially the sexual awakening journal, please, y'all. For real. That's
yes.
good. Especially like we've been talking about having conversation. I mean, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I want them to really get this journal. Especially we've been talking about having conversations with your partner. It's definitely an amazing journal from our good sis. Wait, this side.
Yeah.
To kind of just sit down with your partner. So just get two of them, get with your person that you think that you like and you want to do whatever with, and fill out the journal with them. It's cool.
Yeah, it helps to open up conversation. We actually have been
Mm-hmm.
diving into the journal on Angel Tony 79's
Mm-hmm.
live.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing it a couple of nights a week on TikTok. But yeah, so we appreciate y'all and
Everything linked in the
everything,
description.
you know. And we'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all. Bye.
Bye.